Hello, everybody. I hope you had a lovely solstice and that wherever you are on the globe, you were able to peep the Saturn-Jupiter lineup, or at least see the moon. You don't have to see these things to feel them, but that's not what this is about. This video, I want to share a little bit about my love for tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is in the quartz family, but it's a pseudomorph of the quartz into chalcedony and the deposits of minerals. Well, in this case, it's iron. In many cases, it's iron. But in this case, we have, in the golden tiger's eye, we can see that beautiful yellow to brown banding. Look at the flame. Yep. Yeah, don't touch it. You've seen too much. Okay, there we go. Anyone? Listen to the sustain on this one. Ooh. And so what's so cool about these is how they seem to refract the light, and their banding is what we would call in the asbestos family, okay? So there are two different families of asbestos. There's the crocodilite, which are the straight, and you can kind of see the straight up and down. This is definitely some geoangular. And the other type, which isn't this, but I'm going to show you this anyway. Do I have one with it? I think I do. The other type is the serpentine family, which is a little on the swirly side. Now, you do know about serpentine, I think. Maybe you don't. I don't know. These are two different serpentine stones, okay? You see one's a little bit more solid and yellow. A little bit of black speckle, stripy action. There's a quasi-translucence to it. This one's a bit more opaque. It's got different types of speckles, a little bit stonier looking, versus that crystally smash. Anyway, I'm digressing, okay? All right, so what we have is back to the earth, right? We've got this vein of quartz and heating and cooling, and it's like liquidy, and then it's, as I'm saying, heating and cooling and pressure, it's going to be turning into what would be clear or milky. And as the deposits going up and down into the earth through these veins, through these pockets of the silicon dioxide, it changes as it bonds and moves through the iron, and it's also gathering and bringing with it other minerals, other little natural fibrous bits, like in this case, we see these beautiful, reflective, they're like little fine, it's not like the hairs of rutile, because that's not in the asbestos family, that's a bit more mineral, maybe you've got some titanium, you've got some this, you've got some that, that's another video. But what we have here for the chatoyessence, when we see chatoyessence, cat eye like, look at the cat, take a picture of your cat. If there's a flash, that yellow-green eye, like the people get the red eye, that pupil goes bow. Anyway, so the chatoyessence has to do with how the light will be reflecting as it's passing over these asbestos fibers, in this case, the crocodilite fibers. Now, in the case of tiger's eye, we start with the deposits of the iron in the quartz with the asbestos, yellow and brown banding. I love working with reflective, like self-reflective stones and crystals for self-reflection. I love the way that they are symbolic of how we allow the light to reflect in and out towards us and out into the world. So beautiful. Oh, I love you, Tiger's Eye. And tigers, right? Tigers are courageous. This stone is so courageous. And you could work with it however you feel suited. You could appreciate those rich iron mineral deposits and feel that connection deep into the earth, the rooting, the grounding, the protective. So like deflects as well as reflects. So if there's negative mojo and you're feeling like you need a little shieldy kind of thing happening, well, this one's hard to get. It's got very fine lines. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, so we start with the yellow brown, okay? Now, over time, over pressure, over heat, boom, the Fe2 morphs into the Fe3, thereby changing what it looks like. It's blue. What? Hawk's eye. Yes. You want to use this one? Again, any way you feel suited. And I love this one because, like, I don't know, it has an animalistic quality. It has an arrowhead quality. It's a diamond. It's a pyramid. I love this so much. Hawk's eye. Okay. Also, in the changing of the golden, and we're morphing again, we're turning into tiger iron, right? Sometimes tiger bullseye, can also be called bullseye. And yes, there are some out there, blue or the red tiger's eye, which are dyed, and they're going to have a really uniform, almost a little too bright of a red or a blue without the other colors present. So what you're looking for in your hawk's eye, now this one is a beautiful split of gold and blue. I love it. I'm so pretty. I'm a sunset in your heart. That's right. Ooh, I love it. Almost has a little red there. Yum, 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 yum. Don't eat rocks. Don't eat rocks. I want to eat you. You're so delicious looking. Oh, tiger iron. Okay, so back to the tiger iron and how to tell your tiger iron. See that? Graphite colored metallic hematite banding. That's legit, okay? Not just red. It's definitive hematite and it's separate. And so you could see we're going to be going from one mineral to another, whether it's the same thing. It's different enough. The molecular structure is different enough that the separation here, when it was tumbled, like the softness on the Mohs scale, the hardness on the Mohs scale of this stone ranges 1.5. So out of, like, if the diamonds or whatever, like the hardest, and I don't know what the number goes up to, 12 or some shit. But if that's that, and then you have like talc is like a 2, and standard quartz is like a 7 to 8, this is 5.5 to 7, okay? So something like this that has the striping where it looks a little chunkulated and it's really, really shiny and durable on another part, well, this stone has a 5.5 to 7. So at other times you'll see the bullseye, the tiger iron, looks like this. Not this. What? It's not red. Nope. Look at all the hematite. There's 2 different colors of the brown to yellow. There's definitive hematite in this beauty. And there's just a teeny little slarf of red in there. So, another thing I was thinking when I was setting this up, is I wanted some natural light. So I wanted to move this over to the window closer. And I had some plants there. I didn't want to move them. And I was thinking, man, this jade plant, you see the little end arms of, she's doing great. And she asked me to pull off some of the little air sepals, these little antennae like air roots that they send out. And I saw that as I had spinned her a quarter turn yesterday, that there was a lot more growing over to the window because it's drafty and there's a lot of moisture in the air in New England, especially recently. I'm going to pull some more of these off. Anyway, I'll give her a really good soak, okay? Don't worry, I'm going to water my babies. And what's going to happen is from those little tendrils, from the arms, where I am pulling off the air roots, a new shoot's going to grow. So I thought, how perfect for the tiger's eye. You know, this is about independence. And tigers, right? Like, tigers are really selective about who they group up with. And if we could say there's a definitive masculinity about the lions, there's a definitive femininity about the tigers. Now, first of all, let's just say that the women get along better, or the females rather, get along better with one another than the males do in elective situations. They don't have the same mating squabbles. This is a big cat thing. It's more the territorial aspect of the males. But regarding how they interact with each other, we see tigers raising other animals' babies. It's a very receptive thing to do. Whereas the lions, okay, the females of the lions may defend each other's babies. Not necessarily going to be nursing these other animals, but you can tote around for some really wonderful documentaries about big cats and get a little bit more insight about how you can channel your own tiger's eye energy. Look at this beauty. Oh my God, I love this one. All right, so I've been collecting these. These are some of the first stones I started really just falling in love with was tiger's eye. And, all right, I want to say that I have had these for like 20 odd years. And I could tell you, I'm like, I got that one over there, and that one's that, and that one's from there, and that one's from Brazil, and this one's from this place, and these are from Arizona. I'm talking about where they're mined, not where I bought them. Haven't traveled all over the world, although I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go rock hound around the world and also eat delicious foods and drink delicious drinks and look at gorgeous vistas through the eye of the tiger. Meow. All right. Oh, wait, one more thing. I didn't want this arm. Sorry, focus. Focus. I didn't want this arm to be compromised because it's heft on the little table surface. So I lifted it up on a candle quartz. It's hard to see in this light. Anyway, I made a video about candle quartz. I'll put a link somewhere. Take more of these off. Anyway, I love you. May you see with the eye of a tiger, inside and out. Oh, wait, one more thing. That's right. I'm not done. Anyway, little clusters of stones, okay? I work with them together, so I often buy 2 at a time. And this one is different. It's harder to find really nice red ones. These were all separate. This came in a scoop that I got at a rock show. Good job focusing. Excellent. There we go. Anyway, I like to work with my stones together. So I'll hold one in each hand when I meditate. So at a certain point in my collecting rocks and stones and crystals and stuff, I started getting 2. I mean, you can get a tumble like this for between depending on where and when and how and all that, between $0.25 and $5, depending on what you're getting, right? And I don't know where you live, so I don't know about the availability, etc. So working with the tiger's eye, one in each hand to meditate, give it a little squeeze and a little love, and give it a little breath of intention, whisper your intentions for its healing, because they are all going to have their own personal resonance, although they're all in the same family, right? Like, all right, so yeah, they have the same hair. One's red, one's brown, one's this, one's that, blah, blah, blah. But they're all the same kind of, say, straight or curly. You know what I'm saying? And allow yourself to be receptive to the light and lessons they have to share. Okay, now I'm done. Bye.